everybody, my name is NikoTheLegend, also known as the well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, rambling idiot, and vigil. And today we're talking about something special, something that's interesting happened within the last month of February. And it was something that we weren't expecting to see because, well, let's just face it, Square Enix has not had the best record in a while now. And we kind of need a win here. And I know this may seem very subtle and something that should have been done right out the gate for this game. You know, this amazing game that gave us all these great memories, a game called Chrono Cross. But I think we should look at this a little bit deeper instead of just on the surface level here. So before we get started, hello everybody. If you like what you see today in the video, feel free to subscribe to the NikoTheLegend channel. We're almost there to 1,000 subs. I appreciate it. Anyway. So, if you don't know, Chrono Cross came out with a remaster, huge out of left field surprise for all of us fans waiting for something to happen in the Chrono franchise, whether it be with Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross. And Chrono Cross itself got a remastered release close to sometime around, last year, around this time. And many of us were just amped to play this game again, to see it in modernized controls, consoles, and all that bits and bulbs. Unfortunately, the game did not release to be on par with what we were expecting in a remaster. And you know as well as I do, nowadays remasters, remakes, and whatever blah blah REs before a game title is, it's either hit or miss. And it's a shame that Chrono Cross did not, fulfill those expectations we were expecting, for this game to get. Now, despite the bad reception it got, or mixed reception with some issues with frame rates and some weird level growths with certain characters and bugs, it was still great to see this game out in broad daylight with a new audience to play it, and old fans could also enjoy it. I love playing this on the Switch, so that was a great time buying this. And for once, first time ever for once, we get the, Radical Dreamers, something that was only exclusive to Japan. So I was amped for this. Now, the main thing I want to talk about, sorry, I just had to build a foundation there, is this update that we got for Chrono Cross almost a year later. And it kind of surprised me, and this was also out of left field, almost to the level of when Chrono Cross Remaster was announced, because, that gives us hope for this franchise. And that's pretty much the gist of this whole video is, there's hope to this franchise yet. There is still hope. And this update kind of established that hope even further. It kind of solidifies that. And what do I mean by that? Well, usually when a game comes out, a remaster, a lot of the times, maybe the companies such as Square Enix are just seeing if there's anything worth giving a crap about in this franchise, if there's any money to be made. And I think Chrono Cross did well enough to make the company realize, hey, many people still like this franchise. There's still something here. There's still, investors can still make a dime here and there. And Square Enix right now needs any victory they can get, with the horrible releases from, Forspoken and Marvel's Avengers. Whether you like those games or not, it's up to you. But for me, no thank you. And Chrono Cross was, paying homage to what made Squaresoft great to begin with. And I think they really did see something here. I think this update is Square Enix letting the development team or whoever was behind the remaster and everything to help fix this game, help make it to what it should have been right out the gate. And that's so important. That is so important. It doesn't matter how long it took. The fact that it happened, that's the message that has been sent. And I am ecstatic about that because maybe the hope we have now even more is that Chrono Trigger will come back in a modern release format in some shape or form. You know how excited everybody else will be. And, Chrono Trigger could use a win itself, because of the crappy PC port we got about, I don't even know how many years ago, 4 years ago or something. It was abysmal, the PC port, because it was off the iOS version. Awful idea. So that gives us even more hope. Now, the main hope that I have is that we finally get a continuation to the Chrono franchise, the continuation of the story. Maybe an epic trilogy, long in the making, but there's no time like the present, and this franchise always likes to dabble with timelines and time and space itself. So, with this update, I think we can expect further things with the Chrono franchise because, hey, we might see more players enjoying this game even more than what we previously had when this game came out. I hope everybody's understand where I'm coming from here, because like I said, they won't give us updates if they don't give a crap about this game. If it doesn't make enough money, or it doesn't at least appear as a blip on the radar. It doesn't matter how big or small. So, and I'm glad this update fixes the frame rates, the bugs, and levels and all this crap. I'm glad about that, and it makes me happy to play this game in the best way possible. And I'm sure you guys would like that yourself as well. So if you haven't picked it up, I would recommend doing it right now. It's actually on sale on the PlayStation Store for like 13 bucks. This is a great game. One of the best RPGs I've ever played, despite what everybody else says about it when it initially came out back in the day. If you give this game another shot, I assure you, you might see it in a different light. Now that maybe you're a little bit older, but hey, you're new to the game, you're new to the Chrono franchise, pick it up right now. Because of you helping out and buying this game, this is not an informative thing, by the way, I'm just saying, the more support this franchise gets in whatever shape, whatever you can do to let Square Enix know it's mainly going to be money reasons, do it. Okay, do it. Buy this game a bazillion times or something. Now, like I said, the hope is there. It gives NikoTheLegend hope that we could see maybe the final installment to the Chrono franchise. I don't know. You guys let me know. Maybe you don't want a third game. Maybe we don't need a third game. Maybe you would rather have something like Octopath Traveler 2 treatment graphics, or Live Alive treatment, or the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake coming out. Maybe you want Chrono Trigger to go through that. Honestly, in my opinion, Chrono Trigger doesn't need any work on. I think it's still just a masterpiece, and it still has stood the test of time compared to Chrono Cross. But that's, that's what I would like to hear from you guys. So the question I have for you guys, what do you think about this update? Are you just looking at it on the surface, or are you giving it more of an iceberg effect here and actually looking deep beneath the surface and what's truly in store for us with the Chrono franchise? Because like I said before, an update it's a big surprise update, and this is something that I hope to see more of from games that just need more love, and have been underrated or swept under the rug thanks to these big time corporations, Square Enix, for example. We need to see more of these games coming back. Maybe we'll get a Xenogears remaster finally coming back. You know what I'm saying? The Chrono Trigger remaster treatment. We're getting Final Fantasy Pixel remasters for consoles this year. So the more the merrier here. The more the merrier. So you guys let me know down in the comments below. What do you think about this update, and how did it, do you have the hope that I have that we finally get to see something? I don't know. Or you just let it, just whatever, right? Anyway, folks, I appreciate it. I don't want to take up too much time. I just like to make us think a little bit here. I know this is a lot of talking, a lot of rambling idiot stuff, but I appreciate it. So, been your host, NikoTheLegend. I hope you did enjoy Pathfinders. I hope to see you again soon. And you know what? The tides are finally in our favor. This is a good tide. This is a good tide. I just want to die.